The date today is February 20th, 2024. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Greetings. This is Juliana. We are the Arcturians. We look together at planetary healing, and we have to understand that many of the events that we are seeing on a planetary basis are occurring based on a long history of interactions with humanity. It's not necessarily something that happened this week or last week. It's true that sometimes individual events can dramatically affect weather patterns, geological situations. But for the most part, these events such as the ocean currents and even the atmospheric rivers that you are witnessing are due to an accumulation of events, an accumulation of circumstances, some of which may even be hidden to you. It is totally possible, for example, that the blocking of meridians in one part of the Earth affects energetic flows in other parts. And it is also possible that these blockages that are occurring or have occurred may even be unknown to you as planetary healers. This is one of the reasons why we need global participation in planetary healing. We need eyes all over the planet that can see and report back some of these events and some of these observations. There is a phenomena called the dipole phenomenon, where warmth in one part of the ocean affects the rain in another part of the ocean. And you see that in the El Nino effect, for example. When the waters are warmer in the southern hemisphere, then the rains could be more prolific in the northern hemispheres, particularly what you're seeing now in the Northern California and Central California coast. And how then do we want to approach these complex things? I think the first step is to understand the complexity and to try and work with all of the aspects. That means that we should take into consideration what is happening in South America. And you know that to shift something in one hemisphere could have a dramatic effect on the other hemisphere. So we need balance, but we also need a profound understanding of the complexity and the responsiveness of Mother Earth. And this then leads me to this other observation, which is what I call listening to Gaia, listening to her and letting her download information through her means to us so that we can telepathically understand what she needs. For example, I return to the idea of blockage, that in meditation such as what we are doing, you may receive information about blockages in meridians. And that would be an important focus for future planetary healing meditations. That is to help unblock meridians, for example. And the meridians are often on rivers and streams. And people may not even consider that building a dam or blocking a waterway for some reason would have a dramatic effect. But we're living on a holographic planet, which means that what happens in one part of the planet affects other parts of the planet. And let us hope that that knowledge and understanding becomes more broadly accepted. And perhaps that is one of the goals of the star seeds, is to bring that message to the earth. Okay, my friends, take 3 deep breaths. And feel with each breath that you go deeper and deeper into a state of spiritual relaxation. But this spiritual relaxation also heightens your healing powers as a planetary worker. I, Giuliano, send down a corridor of light, and I am in my starship Athena, where I will bring you up through the corridor of light. Feel the corridor of light in your room. Feel it bringing you fifth dimensional energies. And before you travel into the corridor, let that corridor of light stimulate and accelerate your aura. Let that corridor of light that I have sent down to you neutralize any negativity that may be attached to you, and help you clear yourself of what I call debris from your consciousness, so that you can focus directly on the task at hand, planetary healing. The corridor of light is around your room, and allow your spirit body to rise up through your crown chakra. And travel now at the speed of thought through the corridor of light directly to my starship Athena. You arrive at the entry portal of the starship Athena. I greet you and walk down the hallway with me and my companion Helioa, and enter the Gaia Planetary Healing Chamber, where I have prepared the holographic image of the Gaia, focusing on North America with particular reference to the Atlantic Meridian Ocean Current, sometimes referred to as AMOC, A-M-O-C. And I have zoomed in on that current, and let us look at that current, and we can see that how it flows through the northern Atlantic, but is also receiving energy from the southern hemisphere. It is a beautiful, complex current that has at least been activated or switched on, if you may, for several thousand years or longer. And energetically, you and I look at that current and we follow the current and we see its strength, we see its source, we see its importance, and it is hard, but will look into the future and see what is occurring. Why are there so many predictions of this? And for that, I zoom out and let us look together at what I call the iceberg effect. The iceberg effect is the melting of the icebergs, which creates the rising of the ocean waters and which dilutes the strength of this current. So we are going to work with an affirmation again. I bring down a white screen above the North Atlantic Ocean that is part of the holographic image of the North Atlantic Ocean that you are seeing. And on this white screen, I'm going to write a message to Gaia that will be downloaded into her feedback loop system. And that message says, strengthen the AMUC, Atlantic Meridian Ocean Current System, helping it overcome all interfering currents that may reduce its power, helping it to reduce all interfering currents or activities that could reduce its power. Strengthen the Atlantic Meridian Ocean Current System so that it is overcoming all interfering energies or currents that could diminish its strength. See that affirmation and let us now, with great arcane power, meditate on that affirmation. We'll go into silence for several minutes. Focus especially on the words strengthen the Atlantic Meridian Ocean Current System. Strengthen. That is the powerful affirmation we are going to send to Gaia. I'm going to now ask you to increase your arcane power, sending as much strength telepathically to this affirmation as I download it now into the Earth's feedback loop system, so that Gaia will receive this and make the appropriate actions and responses to our request. Prepare now. As it is downloaded, increase your arcane thought powers. 1, double your arcane power. 2, triple your arcane power. 3, download now into Gaia. Message is received, and the complexities involved are many, but our thought powers and our strength is going to significantly influence Gaia's response. Now let us travel over to the California coast, and we see the atmospheric rivers of rain bringing over abundance of flooding and water, and we are going to use exactly the opposite. We want the atmospheric rivers to be weakened. Again, we're not asking that they be eliminated, because the atmospheric rivers, again, are part of a process, is part of a response, because Gaia seeks balance. This is the core teaching of biorelativity. Gaia seeks a balance, but we want her to seek a balance that is more acceptable to us and the needs of humanity. So focus on the northern, central, and southern California coast and related areas, and see a huge white screen, and we will use the words Gaia weaken the atmospheric river phenomena over the California coastline. Weaken the atmospheric river phenomena over the California coastline now. Focus on those words as we continue our telepathic communication and powers. We'll be in silence again. Weaken the atmospheric river phenomena over the California coastline now. And finally, let us interact with Gaia and the evolutionary process of Homo Omega man-woman. And we acknowledge that Gaia is a participant in the evolution of humanity, that we acknowledge that all evolutionary phenomena occur as a process in which Gaia participates. It is not, or shall I say, the evolution is not a separate phenomenon. And this is one of the main issues that humanity must grasp, that humanity is part of the Gaia process. And the evolution that we are seeking is done in unison and conjunction with Gaia. So, in our final meditation, see the huge white screen above North America, and let us use this affirmation. Gaia, help humanity activate the next evolutionary stage, Homo Omega. Gaia, help activate the next evolutionary stage of humanity, Homo Omega. Again, we'll be in silence for 1 minute as we focus, using your arcane thought powers. As we are meditating over North America, see the image of Homo Omega man, woman, appear over North America in the etheric realm, waiting to be activated. The image with the message is now downloaded into Gaia, and she will assist the starseeds in this new evolutionary spontaneous leap that is about to occur. When it's time to leave the Gaia planetary chamber, I escort you out of the room, embrace each of you, and thank you for being willing to participate in this important planetary healing experience. And it's your understanding of how important Gaia is and how to relate to her that will make such a huge difference in the outcome of this work. You walk down the hallway to the corridor of light from which you came. You enter the corridor of light and travel now at the speed of thought back into the room from which you came, stopping at a place 6 feet above your physical body. And re-enter now in perfect alignment, bringing with you your higher thought powers, bringing with you arcane energies to help balance and bring you into the highest possible harmony and balance at this time. You open your eyes and return to normal consciousness. I am Giuliano. Good day.